welcome back to another video. It is currently 11:18 a.m. on Saturday the 15th of April 2023. Currently 32 degrees Celsius. So we're just walking along, having a bit of a look on the way to the Goondi Sports Reserve, Sports Ground, whatever you want to call it. A few different names that it goes under. And we might go through the showgrounds to have a look on the way past. We'll see how busy it is along the highway. Haven't been able to use my external microphone due to issues with the phone that I'm testing out, not allowing the external microphone. We'll go along the highway. So we've gone through the showgrounds many times before. So we'll show through here. Hopefully the image stabilization is good. It's supposed to be. I could do with cleaning up this mural. It's been a while. Hopefully one day soon the council will get in and do it. Well, I get somebody to do it. There's this Palmerston Drive, Bruce Highway, what do you want to call it? Pollution Street over there. Yeah, I don't know how well the image stabilization is going to be, or whether the phone will overheat, because it tends to. The showground always basically looks the same from the outside. So bear with me. I'll show what I can on the other side. I might actually cross over when the traffic isn't as bad, because it's quite full on at the moment. Not one, hardly any shade. So I wouldn't mind going over and showing John Cole Toyota. We'll see. Usually when the traffic stops at the Grey Street intersection, those lights there and the lights around Goondi Bend, traffic lights, is when you can usually get across a lot better. So you stop at the same time, you get a bit more of a chance. We'll see. Sometimes these trees have a lot of really nice flowers on it, but at the moment, not so much. So I don't know how well this video is going to turn out, but it's all a test. So yeah, guys, I'll keep it up. Don't call Toyota. It's harder to get video on these people. Don't call Toyota. Right there. So hopefully it's not jerking around too much, moving around, like jumpy and all that. Very annoying when it does that. And cameras do that. It's set to heavy vibration just in case. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, we'll try and get across. Nah, traffic galore. Better to just keep walking sometimes in those situations. Just keep walking, just keep walking. Well, we'll show what we can across there. And then IBS engineering. Right. Fire brigade over there. So what I might do is go around the bend to the crossing and then go across. Just show a little bit different. If the camera holds up for that long. The way this camera has been so far with video, it does overheat. There's a fire truck over there. Don't know how well it's showing up on here. So as best as I can with this video, but I don't like the chances of being too great. but we'll see. Audio wise, well, there's nothing much I can do about it. It's an adapter that's made for this phone, and it still didn't do it. Didn't allow it. There's your PCYC. So sometimes with the image stabilization, it seems like just that little bit bouncy, like it's fake. You get motion sickness from it, just about. But if it's decent image stabilization, it just looks natural. So we'll see. There's the old Spar supermarket across there. PCYC. Across to the sports ground. Yeah, we'll go around the bend. There's less of this house. I've been told by somebody who knows the people who own it that it is being moved eventually to another location. So I wonder when and how long that would take. I was told that months and months ago when I first noticed that, because I thought they must have been knocking it down due to they're taking a lot of stuff out of it and that. But no. I'm getting photos along the way as well. You can take photos and videos at the same time. And the problem with this camera compared to what I'm used to using is it doesn't have the horizon leveling. It keeps it straight. Even if you tilt the camera a bit, it keeps it straight. So bear with me with that. Without having horizon leveling, you'll notice a difference in this particular video. On the way home, I'll use the other camera, my usual camera, and get what I can. You'll be able to see a difference. So we're going around the actual Goondi bend at the moment on the bike path. Oh, at a Porsche or a Ferrari or something. It was a Porsche. Not overly a car person, but I know what I like the look of. And that was nice. They do have hybrid versions of Porsches now. I was watching a video the other day where it's half electric, half petrol. And it'll use electric more, so it'll favour that. But when it has to, it can go to petrol. Which I think is pretty cool that they can do that. But then there's full electric Porsches out there now too. One thing I wish they'd bring to Australia, just in looks and the like features and all that, is the Rivian branded vehicles, like their Ute and their SUVs. Would be pretty cool to have here. Yeah, that'd be pretty wild to have them in Australia because they're very nice vehicles. They've got a lot of stuff, you know. But anyway, there's your Goondi bend traffic lights if you haven't seen them before. If you've watched plenty of my videos, there's a fair chance you would have seen them, especially the scooter riding videos. I wish they had concreted this whole drainage system here. It would have been a lot better than having just weeds and that growing. Oh, not exactly a cold day. There's Ash Street. Just quickly show back where we came from. as much detail as possible. There's your traffic camera up there. And that pole, that's what I think it is. Showing the intersection. That beach street over there. Looking towards Blackwood Street. So we'll cross over Ash. Oh, the payphone's still there. So some payphones have been removed. There's where you go out from Ash Street to the highway. We've got this little weird section. You can see there's like a bit of a turning area over here. You can back and turn. People like to use this as a bit of a car park. Makes it hard for people on scooters and bikes and even walking. So there's your Telstra payphone. They don't charge you for using these payphones now. Of course, people have to leave the handset off showing, because you never know, future generations may not even know these things even existed. They may not exist at the time. So for people then, back in the day, you'd put your coins in there, or a card, phone card, lift the handset up, wait for the screen to come on, type in your phone number, or text. You can do text messages, and then if you had any change, it'll come out the bottom. Head in this flap here. Now that's for people who have never seen a payphone. Shows you there how to do it. Pause to read. I'm also taking photos of all this, so have a look on old and new Innisfail photos if you want to see the photos. See how they turned out. And I might put some at the end of the video. Okay. Thankfully, this blind spot is no more at the moment. Corner of Blackwood and Ash Street there has been very horrible for people riding or whatever, because you couldn't see around the corner. So it used to be really, really overgrown. As you'll see in some of my early prior videos I've done around here, it used to be really, really horrible here. So back where we just came from, and Ash Street. Yeah, what they should do here is put a part where you can easily cross over to the lights there. Yeah, put a bit of a pathway across here. Across here would be good. So there's your intersection. Okay, keep moseying on. Yeah, it's in line with this, and I think that footpath should go all the way down because of school kids and that, school children. Dog's going off. One barks, other one barks, then it barks, and that one, next one barks. So that's towards the Puma service station, Cairns direction. This is your intersection. Oh, I can go. Well, it's actually quite fast. There might get a bit of wind noise in this video, which I was trying to avoid by using external microphone, but it's not allowing it. Okay. They should have a little ramp. Should be half stairs, half ramp, this part. For people, mobility scooters on in wheelchairs and that. So you got some cupboard seating here, which needs to be cleaned regularly. You got cupboard seating. Oh, there's a bit of a cupboard area here and a tap. Show you the Innisfail sign. So if you walk straight across the football field or cricket pitch, all that area, sports ground. You end up with plovers coming up to you, swooping in. So it's best to walk around, basically like I'm doing. Just be wary of potholes and that. It's nice that they've cleared down some of these trees, but they haven't actually taken the trees away, foliage and stuff. Okay, so this Innisfail sign is solar powered, and you can see it lit up at night. Sometimes some of the letters aren't working, but I've noticed they have them in a few different places. Here comes the plovers now. Sometimes it doesn't matter where you are, they'll come up to you, like this one here. They'll circle around you. So you got to be careful along here. It's better to go the other way if you're coming here. Yeah, it's better to go. If you're coming to the playground, it's better to go the car parkway, where the pharmacy is and that. There's also a sign about Stephen Corica up here, soccer player, football player, which is about time too. There is better photos of this on old and new Innisfail photos on Facebook, so you'll be able to see it a lot clearer. I'm trying to avoid those birds. But yeah, Stephen Corica, international football, soccer player, Olympian, Atlanta and Barcelona. First to achieve under 17, under 20, under 23 and Socceroo national teams. He has actually been a coach too in Australia. He's played overseas. Hence the international part of it. I should add a little bit more detail. I'm sure he's been a coach in the A-League, or when it was the other National Soccer League. The Les Choux Sporting Complex, and there's 3 of the other signs. Go back down a little bit so you can see all 3 in one shot. See the way they've done it. Get some photos. And this is down where the vet surgery is, the Newman store, and so on. There's that bird. I think if I go straight through here, it's gonna swoop me, but there's not much you can do. It'd be nice if they put in a path through here. There is the old thing here too. The old half-pipe skate park. Half-pipe. Been there all the time I've been in this town. Yeah, there's a bird coming, as they do. Yeah, it's not exactly nice having birds come after you. Well, we'll show what we can. Hopefully the camera's still, yeah, shades are still going. Bit of a drain here. Yeah, if you walk straight across the oval though, you learn the hard way. And I've watched people do it too, and they get, it doesn't matter what time of the day, well, night time's fine, but you wouldn't want to be at night, but any time of the year, it's like this. Yep. Doesn't matter what time of the year, whether they're mating or got babies or whatever, it still happens. So some birds, it depends on what time of the year, like your wagtails and your peewees and that. Yeah, just be wary, very much so. Don't know why the council doesn't move them along somehow. I guess it doesn't affect them. Would be nice though, to move them on. Just relocate their nests or whatever they can do. He's coming. I don't know if he or she. But here's your half pipe. Pipe area, so I'll show that a little bit best we can. Yeah, it's not looked after. It'd be nice if it was. It was usable. I think it's a little bit too steep for most people. It's more like a vert ramp on each side. But it's all part of the drainage along here. Okay, well, we're going to get out of the way of these birds and go up where the playground and that is. Hopefully there's no one there. That way we can get some video of the playground the way it is. There's someone coming along on a push bike. So we'll keep an eye on what they do. They might get out in that Leichhardt Street. And there's your clubhouse. Bicentennial Clubhouse, Sports Pavilion. People do come along here and trash it. Be nice if there was bins along here. Decent bin near this seat. May not be worth me sitting on this seat the way it is. Playground's still the same, hasn't been changed. The one at Flying Fish Point across from the cafe near the toilets has been changed. It's a completely different one. Apart from the swings. So what I'm going to do is walk around and show this as best as possible, just in case it gets changed. I'm going to change setting. Okay, now we're set on standard image stabilization. You can do a wider angle. Should be able to show it better, hopefully. So we can get some angles, so it shows it better. It's good for us and future generations to see what it was like here at this time. Okay. So as best as we can. I don't know how well the camera's picking this up. So bear with me. Device is too hot, quality may be affected. Just come up on the screen. Well, if I've got this far, that's not too bad. So I can let it cool down and then go again. Bubblers. Yeah, it's good that they finally put more security on here. I think they should put a really good security door on here too. Like a one like this. Oh, that is silly. Oh, there's a lock on one end. There should be a lock on, a padlock on both ends. There's your signage up there. See if we can read it. Pause to read. This is built. No, this is unveiled. Opened by Bill Eaton, MLA, Sunday the 13th of March 1988. Hope Collins Oval, Stage 1 upgrade. The Honourable was officially opened by the Honourable Steve Dixon, Minister for National Parks, Recreation, Sports and Racing on the 9th of the 12th, 2014. I don't know what they were supposed to have done in that time, but anyway. Okay, and we'll get the signage out the front of here. Without going too far, because those birds will come. Show the Bicentennial Sports Pavilion sign. At times this can be very underutilized. I do think there should be security cameras here. There used to be. Used to see them all broken here. Sadly. I do think there should be more bins. There's your toilets, which are locked until there's an event on, which is fair enough. Car park. Bird going off. Got the chemist over there, you got IBS engineering there and another engineering place. You got the PCYC on the other side, showgrounds. But your leisure sporting complex, this complex is a glass-free zone and a dog-free zone. Not that people take notice of the dog-free zone, even the glass-free zone part, from what I've seen. There's parts up here. We might actually go and have a look at this first before we go and sit down, do some time lapses. Like that. So the playground is over there. So that way when we sit down we can stay down for a while. Have a big rest. This is a very, very, very hot day. Okay. So we're keeping it on the light setting so we can show the wide angle as much as possible, show a bit more detail. Hopefully the quality is good. Let me know in the comment section what you think of the quality from this. I won't be using it too much for video, more for photos. I just like to see what it's like. I might go over and show these plants. So we like showing the beauty around us. So it's good to stop and have a look at the beauty around us and that. Just part of that engineering place. Alright, I'll show some flowers. There's the big bees and things in here. So you gotta be careful. Okay, we'll walk along and show it as best we can. Hopefully it shows up nice and clear. And we'll go up to the Leisure Shoe Sporting Complex where they do the thing going. So the guy on the bike's coming along, where you can go and vote for certain voting situations, usually the local. Okay. And this takes you through to Evolution Street, Denell Street, all those sort of places. And you can go back out to the highway as you like, Hart Street, all the way down to the chemist. Okay. Quickly have a look up here, and we'll go back down. So this used to be all the rubbish dump, tip, whatever you want to call it. When I first saw what it was, well, this part. The other part wasn't where we just came from. So I used to come there with the Goondi State School back in the day. Primary school in the very early 90s. So it's got Chargers written there. I'm guessing that's the sporting team. Like that. It's just Anderson Oval. As you can see in the sign there, hopefully. Bear with me as I get to know this camera and what it can see. I'll be able to tell by the next video if I do one with it. Another one with it if the quality's good enough. There's where you do the voting, places to sit, which need cleaning regularly because they do look horrible sometimes. And there's Railway Street down there. Oh, I don't know if it'll focus on it. There we go. Railway Street, where you can see that house there, and Ogon over there. You can see that roof. Let's go back out. Those birds, flubbers flying around. I'm not going to hang around too much longer here, but yeah, there you go. So that's your sporting facilities I got here. That's pretty good. I just really think it's underutilised. They should have soccer games here that the community can come and watch. Football games, AFL. I've seen a AFL goalpost in the other section in the past. Put up. I should have a pickleball court here. You can look that up on YouTube, what pickleball is. I don't really understand enough to explain it, but I know it's very popular now. If they had a pickleball court here, an outdoor one, a full-size basketball court here would be great. There's a lot of room for it. It could be done. A public one that anyone can use anytime. Be nice to have a shade thing over it. I'd come and use it every now and then for some fitness. So there we go. So we're nearly finished this part of the video. We might add some more on it later on if I feel the need, or if the time lapses work good and all that. We'll add them on the end or somewhere on it. And the video I do with the other camera, the normal one, will be posted separately as a separate video from down here. So you'll see the difference. I might walk back the way I just came, like through and over the intersection, put the lights on, if I feel like it. Depends how hot and worn out I am by then. There's your PCYC up there. Might zoom in a little bit so you can have a look. Yeah, PCYC. Does take a little bit to focus. Sometimes you got to tap to focus on it. No, it's not doing it, as far as I can tell. Anyway, we'll go across here and we'll finish the video. Thanks for watching. This is Bestestimes, keeping memories alive for us and future generations to see what it was like at these particular times in history in Innisfail. Be able to see in as much detail as I can possibly do about it. If you want to donate to Bestestimes Reborn so I can capture even better quality stuff, better quality videos and photos, feel free to check the description for the GoFundMe link. Or if you want to donate a camera or something like that, a decent camera. The ones I would like to get are one of the Sony EV1 range cameras. The very latest would be great, with a couple of lenses, would be amazing. There's a wagtail. The GoPro Hero 11 Black would be great to have. Would help with what I do. The DJI mics would really help with the audio. So I have USB-C and Lightning. I don't use Lightning, but I use USB-C. So it'd be great to have. Wish people would clean up after themselves. I will clean up as much as I can. So I do bring cloths. I do bring wipes and stuff down to be able to do it. It's the right thing to do. Birds just poo everywhere. So yeah, if you want to donate something like that to the channel, feel free. There's a couple of other ones if you're wondering, and that would really help the channel out. If there's anything in particular, my email address is in the about section. If you want to get a delivery address, you might be able to send it to the local post office under my name. And that. Or if you're a local, someone that lives locally in that, meet in town, public place, where it's safe. If you want to donate anyone to the cameras or the DJI mics, it's the dual mic setup. You get two microphones, so if I'm interviewing someone or walking along with someone, you can hear both of us a lot better. Yeah, just things like that I'm looking at getting. If I can save up and get them. There's a few other things, but if you want a list of what would really help with what I do, because some cameras just don't fit in with what I do. It just wouldn't work to overheat, because you need to be able to take good photos for old and new Innisfail photos and good video. So yeah, GoPro Hero 11, the Sony EVZ something, whatever the latest one is, things like that. Even phone gimbals, camera gimbals, like decent ones, like DJI ones, and that. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is Bestestimes, keeping memories alive for us and future generations to see. It is now currently 11:52 AM. Thanks for watching.